get back to this, though. The Pentagon sounding the alarm over drone and rocket attacks on American troops. This is happening in the Middle East. At least 24 U.S. troops have been injured in Iraq and Syria in just the past week alone. The Pentagon pinning it on Iranian proxy groups, though right now at this hour, there's no direct evidence that Iran actually ordered those attacks to take place. The White House says it is preparing to evacuate Americans from the Middle East if the Israel-Hamas war spills into a broader regional conflict. President Biden and Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman speaking Tuesday on ways to keep Hezbollah and Iran out of this war.
That might be a little too late. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres under fire now. Israel says his newest comments show compassion for Hamas, for terrorists, since that brutal assault on October 7th.
It is important to also recognize the attacks by Hamas did not happen in a vacuum. The Palestinian people have been subjected to 56 years of suffocating occupation. But the grievances of the Palestinian people cannot justify the appalling attacks by Hamas, and those appalling attacks cannot justify the collective punishment of the Palestinian people.
Not actually mentioning how long Hamas has been ruling in the Palestinian state in Gaza, despite clarifying again that Hamas's attacks are not justified, as you heard him say there. Israel's ambassador to the UN calling for Guterres' resignation and will refuse visas to UN officials. Israel's foreign minister also announcing he will no longer meet with the UN chief. And a lot of people predicted that this was going to happen. In fact, even our own Leland Vittert brought this up from the beginning, that there would be a criticism of Israel for counterattacking after that October 7th massacre. Robert Sherman live on the ground in Tel Aviv with more for us. Robert?
Hey, good morning to you, Adrienne and Markie. And a lot of concerns here in the region that, as you were mentioning, this whole conflict expands to not just Hamas and Israel, but around the region as well. This morning, we're seeing the IDF leadership pointing the finger at Iran, saying some recent attacks that have been happening around the region can all be traced back to the exact same place. Listen to this.
Iran helped Hamas before the war directly, with training, supplying weapons, money, technological know-how. Even at these moments, Iranian aid to Hamas continues in intelligence and incitement on the networks, and encouragement all over the world and incitement against the state of Israel. In the Middle East, where the couriers, the proxies, as they're called by Iran, operate from Iraq, Yemen, and Lebanon, the instructions come from only one place, from Iran.
And the Israeli Air Force continuing to bomb the Gaza Strip. We've now moved into our 19th day of the war here in Israel as things continue on down at the southern portion of the border. A lot of these airstrikes have been focusing on taking out military installations within the Gaza Strip, trying to find a way to get penetration into some of those tunnels, which you heard the comments from that one hostage that was released, the spider web-like design of these tunnels that are underneath, which if the Israelis do have a ground invasion, they will surely be faced with. That's a tall order ahead for them. Also trying to take out installations which they claim are trying to prevent Gaza City residents from fleeing south to get out of the blast zone as well. Heading over to Gaza, now you look at the situation there, which has been deteriorating. The United Nations there says that they are desperately running out of supplies. Hundreds of thousands of people are displaced within the Gaza Strip. The Red Crescent coming out and saying hospitals in the Gaza Strip are entirely running off of generators right now, and fuel has at best 2 days left worth of reserves. Adrienne and Markie?
Yeah, it's just total chaos inside these hospitals. It's so hard to watch. Robert Sherman, thanks so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.